putting a lot of work in the off season. I think it's just being around a good group of guys, working with Booker and Higgins every single day, and then through spring training, just the work that we put in on learning how to pitch with my new weapons. It's I think that's been a big help. But overall, I think it's just maturity going on the mound, like understanding who I am as a pitcher and what's going to work for me, like pitching to my strengths rather than pitching to hitters' weaknesses.
So a couple of things you said there. What are those new weapons that you've kind of come across?
Honestly, it started last year. We added the sinker after the Tommy John. So that's, I want to say it's still fairly a new pitch for me. It's about a year old, year and a half old. Because we added that, we decided to add a cutter to have something that goes in on lefties, so they weren't so comfortable in the box. Curveball is really the only pitch that I've had my entire career. The splitter we added about the last month of the season last year, and the sweeper we added halfway through last year. So all the weapons are fairly new. The cutter and the splitter are the newest ones. It's just learning the usage of those.
Is it a lot of fun when you add pitches like that and you have so many more now that you can throw?
I think so. As long as you don't let it consume you, where you go out there and you're just like, oh, I got to make this move. What do my numbers look like? I think it is a lot of fun, but to that point of learning how to use them, like throughout spring training, it was a lot of trying to pay attention to Kaplan and what Caleb had to say to me. The right time to use them, how to read a hitter's swing, whatever it may be, and you can't fall in love with that new pitch. It's ultimately, like, you're still going to have, for me, my sinker is going to be my best pitch, and the cutter's a new one, so that's going to be my fifth pitch, and it's just finding spots to use that to open up a different sequence.
You seem to get a lot of ground balls. Is that because of the sinker?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest part of getting the ground balls is honestly pitching to contact. Like, strikeouts will come. I think what I've noticed about myself is when I start trying to miss the bat, the old Sandy Koufax thing, like you're just not gonna miss it. You're gonna walk guys. You're gonna get deeper in counts. You're not gonna get deeper in games. So yeah, I just use the sinker. I use hitters' aggressiveness to my advantage, and it's hard to hit a ball. You know, like that's in 2018. I think I used to talk about it a lot. It's like hitters, they bat 250, 300. Like that's a good hitter. And that's 3 out of 10, you know? Like, you got to play the odds. You got to go out there and just attack the zone. And we put a big emphasis on that here because it is a hard thing to do. You got all these guys on the field that are trying to make plays behind you, and they're making really good plays, you know? It's a round ball. It's a round bat. Just throw it over the plate, and chances are they're going to ground out, you know?
Now, that's a nice formula. But not a lot of guys do that, and it seems like today's game, everybody wants a pitcher that can throw 100. How do you stick to that and maintain that high level of confidence?
You just got to trust your stuff, and you know, if you have 100, like great, like go do your thing. That's your game. But my game is, it's going to be getting ground balls. It's going to be getting double plays. If I walk a guy or a guy gets a base hit, it's not, oh man, how do I get out of this? It's make your pitch, get your double play, get your guys back in there to score you some runs. And I think you keep that tempo going, you keep that mindset. I think the position players appreciate it. Well, I know they appreciate it because they want to hit. They don't want to get flat-footed out there. Like those games get long. Like I've had talks with them. Like they want to get in here and help you out. They want to swing the bat. They want to score runs. And if you go out there and do your job every night and stay within yourself, I think you'll be just fine.